This is the first problem set for Chapter 4, starting with problem 4-10, where you are graphing the system y equals negative x plus 2 and y equals 3x plus 6. So I'm going to start with negative x plus 2. The y-intercept would be 2, because that's my b value. My slope is negative 1, so I go down 1 over 1. And then connect it with a straight edge. Then I start at 6, 2, 4, 6. And here I have a slope of 3. So up 3 over 1. It's kind of off the graph, so I'll go backwards. Like that. And then they ask us to find the intersection point, which is at negative 1, 3. Next we have 4-12. So here we're trying to build the outsides, right? So we're going to find a common factor. So I notice that 3 goes into both 3 and 12, and I notice that y goes into both. So I'm going to say 3y on one side, and then that would leave me with just a y, because 3y times y gives me 3y squared. And over here, that would leave me with negative 4. And so that means 3y times y minus 4 equals 3y squared minus 12y. Here, I'm looking for common factors again. So I see a 5 here. I see a 3y here. Notice that's the same thing as up top. Hopefully that makes it a little bit easier. And so then down here, I would just have a y. That works. And here I would just have that negative 4. That works. So 3y plus 5 times y minus 4 equals 3y squared. Combine those to be negative 7y minus 20. Okay, next we have 4-14. So 4-14, we have a rectangle with a perimeter of 30 inches, and its length is 1 less than 3 times its width. So the length equals 1 less than 3 times the width. So width times 3 minus 1 equals length. They want to know what are the length and width of the rectangle. So you can do this by writing one equation or two. I'm going to do it with 2. The other equation needs to use the perimeter fact, right? Like I just wrote one of them. The other one is going to be that 2L plus 2W equals 30. And then I need to figure out what values would work there. Well, I know that length equals W times 3 minus 1, so I can do 2 times W times 3 minus 1 plus 2W equals 30. And then I can solve. So W times 3 times 2 is 6W minus 2 plus 2W equals 30. So that gives me 8W minus 2 equals 30. I divide by 2. 8W equals 28. Just kidding, I need to add 2 here. So that gives me 32, which works out much nicer, because then I divide both by 8, and I get W equals 4. If I plug that back in over here, 4 times 3 is 12, minus 1 is 11. So length equals 11. And I should be able to see on the paper that L equals length in inches and W equals width in inches. On 4-15, one of my favorite problems in this whole book, we have our starting lineup of the basketball team: Melinda, Samantha, Carly, Allison, and Kendra. We have to substitute Barbara for Allison. That means we remove Allison and we put Barbara in her place. That's all they wanted you to do. The point here is that we are defining substitution. Replacing one thing with an equivalent thing. All right, on 4-18, we have 2 points. We're trying to find the equation of the line. I'm going to use y equals mx plus a form. And so our first step is to find the slope. So remember, our slope formula would be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So x1, y1, x2, y2. So I plug those numbers in. 7 minus 1 over 9 minus negative 3 gives me 6 over 12, which is 1/2. So now I have y equals 1/2 x plus b, and I'm going to plug in some of my values here. I'll do the first one. So 1 equals 1/2 times negative 3 plus b. So this would be negative 3/2 plus b. I'm going to add 3/2 to both sides. 1 plus 3/2 would be 5/2, or I'm just going to switch to decimals, 2.5. So that gives me a final answer of y equals 1/2 x plus 2.5. I'll check it by plugging in the other equation. So 7 equals 1/2 times 9 plus 2.5. That's obviously wrong. What'd I do? Just kidding, it's right. We're good. So that gives me 7 equals 4.5 plus 2.5, which is 7 equals 7. So it's true. It worked. All right, and then 4-19, we are multiplying the polynomial. That means that we need a generic rectangle. It's going to be a 2 by 2 because there's 2 parts here and 2 parts here. So I'm going to do 2x and then 1, 3x, and minus 2. That gives me 6x squared minus 4x plus 3x minus 2. And then I will simplify. So 6x squared minus 4x plus 3x minus 2. Those two terms can be simplified. 6x squared minus x minus 2. On B, we have 2x plus 1. 3x squared minus 2x minus 5. This is a 2 by 3, so I'm going to need 6 pieces. 1, 2, 3. But it's still 2x and 1 over there. And now I have 3x squared minus 2x minus 5. And that gives me 6x cubed, because there's an extra x here, minus 4x squared minus 10x. And then these will all just be the same, because it's all times 1. So 3x squared minus 2x minus 5. And then I have to simplify this. So 6x cubed minus 4x squared minus 10x plus 3x squared minus 2x minus 5. So stuff that can be combined. 3x squared minus 4x squared and the negative 10x and the negative 2x. So 6x squared and then minus x squared minus 12x minus 5. Like so.